Well, the humidity still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This defense for the Jags, very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On second down, it's Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. You look at this Jaguar defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Now 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Stroud looking to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17. Following the interception, Young. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Kamara try the right side. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. 3rd and 19. Stroud out of the gun here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And Young's throw there incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk.
Oh. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 59 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Stroud. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Adams, 50 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Extra point forthcoming. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right in the beginning.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Young to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jaguars at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Young quickly to the flat, and he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Young now. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 17 yards out. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
The play fake, now Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Young on 3rd down. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right?
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. It's Young off play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dalton Kincaid, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And a rally's on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Come on, come on.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing now is Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Jags are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down. And quickly they get to the line. Young.
At their 48-yard line.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. They need 18 yards here on third down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. There he goes left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Young looks to throw on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Young. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jags have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're...
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd and 12. And Stroud now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 42. And obviously well short of the first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action. Young. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get...
And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. Off the play fake, Young. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! A big play there. 44 yards. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back to Walker on 1st down. Room here to run. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 10-yard line.
Again, Walker. And he will get this into the end end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Ken Walker with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y.
And now here is another interception. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's his sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And Walker once more.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Eagles.
Eagles. A great effort there. 94 yards.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it off.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now here's Young. From the left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And Young's going to throw it here. Sideline throw complete to Walker. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Here's Walker. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Young off the play fake. He completes this to Walker. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pull it on here in the 4th. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, it's Stroud. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, my goodness. He was in his own zip code, but somehow could not look it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
The 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. But as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Jackson.